Surrogacy is one of the most remarkable and selfless ways that families are built today. It's a journey filled with science, compassion, and courage. Surrogacy happens when a woman, known as a surrogate or gestational carrier, agrees to carry and give birth to a baby for another person or couple, called the intended parents. There are two types of surrogacy. Gestational surrogacy is the most common today. In this process, the surrogate carries an embryo that was created using the egg and sperm of the intended parents or donors, meaning she is not biologically related to the baby. The embryo is formed through a process called in vitro fertilization, or IVF, and then transferred into the surrogate's uterus. Before any medical procedures begin, there's an important screening and preparation stage. Both the intended parents and the surrogate undergo thorough medical examinations to ensure they are physically healthy. The surrogate's uterus is checked using ultrasound and lab tests to confirm it can carry a pregnancy safely. Once all approvals are in place, the IVF process begins. The intended mother, or an egg donor, starts fertility medications that help her ovaries produce multiple mature eggs. These medications are carefully monitored through blood tests and ultrasound to track follicle growth. When the eggs are ready, they're retrieved in a brief outpatient procedure using a thin needle guided by ultrasound. At the same time, sperm is collected from the intended father or a donor. In the embryology lab, highly skilled specialists combine the eggs and sperm under a microscope. Fertilization occurs naturally in a culture dish or through a process called ICSI, where a single sperm is injected directly into an egg to assist fertilization. The fertilized eggs, now embryos, are placed in a special incubator that mimics the natural environment of the body. Over the next 5 to 6 days, embryologists observe them as they develop from a single cell into a blastocyst, a structure of about 100 cells with a small inner cluster that will become the baby and an outer layer that will form the placenta. Each embryo is graded for quality, and sometimes pre-implantation genetic testing is performed to check for chromosomal health. When it's time for embryo transfer, the surrogate's uterus is prepared with hormones like estrogen and progesterone to create a receptive lining. Using ultrasound guidance, the doctor inserts a soft catheter through the cervix and gently releases one healthy embryo into the uterus. After the transfer, the surrogate continues medication to support implantation. Within 10 to 14 days, a blood test for HCG, the pregnancy hormone, confirms whether the embryo has successfully implanted. A positive test brings joyful news: new life is growing. As the pregnancy progresses, doctors monitor the baby's growth and development, and preparations begin for delivery. In many cases, a birth plan is created together, outlining where the birth will happen, who will be present, and how the transition to the intended parents will take place. After delivery, the surrogate receives postpartum care and emotional support to aid recovery. The intended parents finalize legal parentage, which varies by location but typically involves pre-birth or post-birth court orders confirming their parental rights. The baby receives a birth certificate listing the intended parents as the legal guardians. At I See My Baby Inc. Women's Wellness Center, we understand how meaningful and complex this journey can be. Located at 719 E Shotwell Street, Bainbridge, Georgia, 39819, our center is dedicated to supporting women and families through every stage of fertility, pregnancy, and wellness. We offer a full range of holistic services, including fertility coaching, doula care, childbirth and postpartum support, emotional wellness sessions, yoni steaming, and educational workshops. If you're considering surrogacy or exploring fertility options, we invite you to reach out. Our compassionate team is here to listen, guide, and walk with you, because you deserve a safe space to hope and to heal.